Speaking of management, the so-called experts say that the Sabres will finish in last place, like it or not.
I mean, they're not going to finish in last place. There are two.
He doesn't like the fact that they're going to, but
I don't know if he does or not. He might not. He might like it and get a pick. I don't know.
The Sabres had a hard time finishing in last place when they were trying to finish in last
see,
place.
that's how bad they were. They couldn't even figure that part out.
Look, I like Donnie Meatballs, Don Granato.
I do too.
I think that he's a guy who's really good at developing talent, which is what you didn't have. I don't see this as a tank. I see it as a legitimate rebuild for the Sabres, right? You have pieces in place. They're doing the right thing, Kevin, sending down the guys that need to be sent down to cook.
And that's the best thing they did.
Agreed.
Jack Quinn coming here. Those are the things that had to happen and didn't happen before the last however many years.
Casey Middlestat went from an adorable little boy to a grown man this offseason.
And the problem with him was, in order to sign, he demanded that he start in the NHL, and he couldn't be sent to Rochester his rookie season. He was not good at all in the NHL, and it stunted his growth. And he's finally starting to show what he should have been and would have been had he played here, but he didn't want to, and now you live and learn.
He's 100% right. However, if the Sabres are going to finish in last place, the only thing that's going to do it to him is the goaltending. Because the goaltending, you got Dustin Tokarski, right, who was out of the league for a little while, wasn't playing in the NHL, manages to seal a big-time job behind Craig Anderson, who I think is 47 years old at this point. And by the way, I meant to make a joke. That's actually not that far off from how old he actually is at 42 years old.
If Tom Brady can play to 50, why can't Craig Anderson?
Because Craig Anderson hasn't been playing in the bigs for, okay.
He was enamored for 06, 07. I'm not even sure how many people know that. He was with Florida when they shared the affiliation and was on his way up.
There will be 4 teams worse than the Sabres this year.
Ooh.
You heard it here first.
Which ones?
4 teams worse than the Sabres. You're going to have Arizona.
Don't say the Kraken.
Kraken are going to be one of them. I mean, look, it's just how it is.
Yeah, I know.
And there are going to be 2 surprise teams yet to be named. Because, Kevin, you know every year there are 2 teams that you look as middle-of-the-pack teams that all of a sudden the wheels just fall off, Columbus being one
Or
of
go
them.
the other way. And that's very true. I mean, I don't think they necessarily. I wouldn't go to Del Lago and to DraftKings or whatever their sports book is and put a lot of money on the Sabres finishing 32nd. I really wouldn't. I would put no money on them making the playoffs, but I don't think they necessarily will be the worst team in the league.
Let's put it this way. The last 2 years, and the Sabres will hold this record forever, they're the only team in NHL history to come in 31st place.
Wow.
Last place, because there was only 31 teams. That's never going to be able to happen again, right?
They can come in 31st again.
Okay, well, I'm saying 31st and last place at the same time. Shut up, Kevin. You know what I mean.
You guys were going such a nice roll, too. You were getting along for a minute, started testing.
We made it
you
through
agreed
2
with
segments.
each other.
Do you know how hard it is for me to look at him and not yell at his face? Look at that face.